Liv Graber. Oh, hey, Liv Graber.
Go.
Hello and welcome to Malvern Prep TV Studios presentation of Malvern Prep basketball. We have another huge game in the Interact. Not as huge as the Penn Charter game, but still an absolutely huge game.
Absolutely. We do have a big game tonight, but tonight there's something bigger. It is Coaches versus Cancer Night.
It's a very special night. Tonight is Malvern Prep's annual Coaches vs. Cancer Night. Malvern has been a leader in the Philly Youth Initiative, supporting the American Cancer Society for 6 years. Donate by scanning the QR code, hopefully on our screen. I'm not really sure if it is. Hopefully it is. Together we can crush cancer.
Yes, indeed we can. Now, when it comes to the game, this is a must-win game for both teams. Malvern sits at 3-2 in the Interact with losses to Penn Charter and SCH, and EA sits at 1-4 in the Interact.
Now, for those who don't know, these teams faced off early in January. It was the Interact opener. Malvern Prep ended up winning 62-57. In my opinion, the game was a little closer than it should have been, but Malvern came out to win. So
yeah,
hopefully they can recreate
during that game, Marvin Reed, 27 points. That's a season high so far, and I think that if he can keep up that consistency, I find it hard that Malvern loses this game.
Now, something that could go very under the radar. TikTok has been unbanned in the last 2 weeks, I believe. So Bryce Perkins, get ready for him. Get ready to see him tonight. I mean,
that's a great point. I mean, we saw him go in early in the first quarter against Malvern's last game against Cristo Rey. Watch out for number 11 tonight. That's all I got to say.
Absolutely. Now, some background info on Episcopal. They're 9-10, so they haven't had the greatest start of the year. Hopefully they pick it up. Their one win in the Interact was against Germantown Academy. Great win. They just haven't found the rhythm yet. So, I mean, their main line is Matt McCarthy, the senior, is going to Florida Gulf Coast, and Langston Foster. He's going to Kenyon College. A great spot. Great spot.
Yeah, so looking forward to the game. What do you think are some key things that both the EA coach and the Malvern coach need to tell to their team so their team comes out on top?
Yeah, if I'm Coach Paul on the Malvern side, I'm telling Marvin Reed, just play your game. I mean, in 2 out of his 3 career games against Episcopal, he's had 25-plus points. He had 27 points, like Tommy said earlier in the year. And then last year as a freshman, he had 26 points at EA. So if I'm Coach Paul, I'm telling Marvin Reed, pray freely. And if I'm talking to Nick Harkin had 6 points against EA, so hopefully he can pick it up. I'd be shocked if he doesn't. Yeah,
Nick Harkin and Marvin Reed. Nick Harkin the 5th, Marvin Reed the 6th highest scorers in the Interact. Nick Harkin averaging 15.6 points per game. Marvin Reed just under 15. So look for those guys to have a big night.
Now for the top scorers for the Episcopal Academy Churchmen. We can't say that one word.
No.
So the top scorer, obviously Matt McCarthy. He's averaging 17.4 points per game throughout the year. He is the 13th highest scorer in the area. Now in the Interact, Matt McCarthy is averaging 18.4 points. He's the 3rd highest in the Interact. And Langston Foster, he's averaging 11.2 points, which is good for 12th highest in the Interact. So it should be a great game. A lot of good scores. Last time these 2 teams played, Langston Foster went off. I mean, they would not stop shooting threes, and they kept falling.
Yeah, key losses for Episcopal in last year. They lost Kevin McCarthy, their star, going to Army. Just an incredible player for EA over the years. Huge loss. Seems like they're struggling earlier in the year, but hopefully they can find some rhythm tonight. Vice versa for Malvern Prep. They lost Ryan Williams, other guys like Ryan Pegg, guys like Logan Schwastik, and bench players Ryan Sims, Bryce Perkins, Cooper Manchik have stepped up into that role, and so hopefully they have an impact on the game tonight.
Now, for those who watched the Penn Charter Malvern game about a week ago, this is going to be a very different game. Malvern had to come behind pretty much the entire game. They weren't favored. This time they are. So we hope for a different result, but you never know.
Yeah, and when it comes to I mean, they shoot the ball very well. They shot it very well against Malvern last time, even maybe the best they shot all year. And they'll need to shoot threes very consistently if they want to come out on top tonight. And it is the opposite for Malvern. Not their forte. 3-point shooting. Now if they want to get into those low-scoring, those foul-heavy, defensive-style games, and I think that is what Malvern's going to try to do. That's what Coach Romanchik's trying to do.
Yeah, to bring up his 3-point stat, I mean, against Cristo Rey, they had a great win last Saturday. They shot 19% from the 3. I mean, just not their best night. And then against Penn Charter, they shot 22% from 3. So, again, they can keep shooting. I don't think it's going to work. So, hopefully they pick it up.
One thing that they do need to work on especially also is those free throws. They struggled a lot against Penn Charter last week. Say? No, I'm not.
Sorry.
Yeah, free throws, they really need to be have a big recovery from last couple games. They haven't really shot well all year, so I think that if Malvern could take advantage of those free throws, maybe when it gets late in the game and EA starts to foul, they really need to take advantage of free throws.
About 15 seconds left till we start. Hopefully Malvern gets to a great start there. I mean, they haven't played a full game yet, really. There's Mr. Delfra, the GOAT, I like to call him that, the voice of Malvern Prep basketball.
Really is, really is. Malvern wearing their signature pink socks as they do.
I like him. I like him a lot.
On Coaches versus Cancer night.
And here we have the national anthem. What a great song. I mean, I love it. What a great song. Now, I don't know if I brought this up. I spoke to Junior McFadden earlier today. I said, Junior, how big of a game are you going to have today? He said, quote, Colvin, you're corny. Get away from me.
Oh,
so,
well, hopefully that's not how he plays today. We're looking for a big game out of Junior McFadden.
I'm praying. Matt McCarthy, their best player by far, Florida Gulf Coast.
Joining TikTok star, who is it?
Brandon Dwyer.
Brandon Dwyer.
Langston Foster, Kenyon College. Those are the two commits. Now, they have a sophomore and freshman starting, so they won't be committing for a while, but they will be. Timmy Dennis, a great kid. Counts at a basketball camp with him, actually. He's a fantastic kid.
6'8" junior, Timmy Dennis.
13, Gage Cunningham, a sophomore. Wow, he's big for a sophomore. Goodness.
He really is.
And there goes number 21, Dawson Brown. Two very, very solid players to round out their bench. And here comes the starting lineup for Malvern. Now, unfortunately, the Episcopal bench is in my way. I can't see.
I cannot see either.
I can't see. There's Junior McFadden, as I was talking about. Very solid player.
Yeah, he's that rim protector for the Friars.
Still needs a home.
Still does.
Nick Harkin could be their best player on any given night. He can drop 25 casually.
Really. We've seen it in the games in this year. He's averaging 15.4 points per game. He's had big games against Sally's. Looking for another one tonight.
Andrew Davis. He actually talked to me this week. He said, Colvin, you didn't talk about me at all. So I said, we're going to talk about Andrew Davis more. Don't worry.
Yeah, I got a feeling we're going to have a lot to talk about Davis tonight.
He's going to have a great game. All right, the jump ball awaiting, and Friar Nation is here. Not as packed as Penn Charter, but I think they'll pick it up.
Not exactly.
All I see is Owen Mears in his white Duke shorts.
Wearing that Azul-blue T-shirt.
Coaches vs. Cancer. Great, a fantastic cause.
Exactly.
Every year, Coaches vs. Cancer, it's awesome. Usually against it's when we play Haverford, but EA, equally as big game.
Augie the Friar.
Took a picture of them.
Just in his costume in the corner. Our nation's already started.
Now, I have to point out, P.J. Holmes is the only person not wearing blue. He's wearing a gray sweatshirt. Goodness gracious. Good on Friar Nation.
Junior McFadden did the tip for the Friars. Timmy Dennis for the Churchmen. And the Friars win the tip.
Good start.
Marvin Reed bringing the ball up.
Now, I don't know when, but Junior McFadden has switched to the sleeveless look. I like it. I don't know when that happened.
Finds Nick Harkin on the wing. Looks in Junior McFadden opposite side of the floor. Trying to work against Timmy Dennis.
Wow.
McFadden goes up and gets the foul.
Now, I have to point out, EA student section consists of about, I think, 6 kids. Good for them.
Good for them. Traveling out here.
The 10 minutes.
After a rough loss, rough season, cheering on their team. Junior McFadden at the line, as I mentioned. Free throw shooting not Malvern's best thing, but hopefully looking to improve again.
It's a good start. Very good start. We're going to need to see more of that. I think we will. Two for two. That's the start they needed.
Malvern in their full court man press. Number 3, Langston Foster to bring up the ball.
Nick Harkin guarding their point guard. You don't see that a lot.
At the top of the key, Foster. Looking for help, can't find it. Over to Dennis on the wing. Coming around, number 21, Dawson Brown. Timmy Dennis drives. Back to Brown. Tries to make a move. Shot clock low. Gets a shot off, but unfortunately off target. Rebound by Cage Cunningham. Timmy Dennis with a 3. Off target.
Wow, what a board. That's also
Cage Cunningham with a second rebound of the possession. And the Churchman missed the third shot. Needed 1 to fall there. Tough getting a 3.
The Friars need a
possessions in
rebound.
1.
That is not Coach Paul. He's not going to want to see that.
Marvin Reed, 2-man with Junior McFadden, comes up short on the jumper. Rebound to Matt McCarthy with his first touch of the night. Swings it to Dennis in the corner, drives baseline, and over the
a
blocking foul.
I don't agree with that call at all. That was a gritty play by Andrew Davis. I like that. That should have been called a charge if you ask me.
Physical play.
It's all in good faith.
I took one of those earlier this week, unfortunately. And
yeah, I don't know if you saw when it was on us. Tommy has a broken nose.
Fortunately.
You should see the other guy, though.
You should. Timmy Dennis at the line. Misses the first.
Now, did they call your broken nose? Did they call it a block or a charge?
I believe they called it a charge.
All right, good. It was worth it.
Thank you.
That was worth it.
Dennis shooting a second. Makes it 2-1, Malvern. As Reed sets it up to bring it over the timeline. Over to Junior McFadden in the elbow. Teg McElwain, 3, too far. And rebound, Matt McCarthy.
Malvern's going to need Teg Mack to play good today. I mean, he can help him through those runs.
Really can. McCarthy brings up the ball, working against Andrew Davis. Over to Timmy Dennis on the wing. Down low to Gage Cunningham. Cover by Nick Harkin. 2 men on the floor, no call as EA turns it over. Teg McElwain to bring it up, over to Reed. Playing up top. Jump stop, step through. Rolls, gets it to McFadden up top. McFadden goes up.
Good move.
And nice touch off the glass. 4 points for Junior McFadden so far. Timmy Dennis is going to have his hands full. Matt McCarthy to bring up the ball. Working against Teg McElwain. Kicks it to Dennis in the corner, drives baseline again.
Oh!
Similar play as earlier, and he does get the foul again.
Junior McFadden, I thought it was on Andrew Davis for a little bit. It got scared. That would have been a second foul. Not a good start for him, but we're all good.
A lot of contact down there. Could have gone either way. Ref thought a little too much contact and calls the foul. As Timmy Dennis makes his first.
There's a lot of free throws early.
Really
is.
Timmy
Dennis.
A lot. Dennis shoots a second.
Student section, very local.
Yeah, he knew it wasn't going in. He got a little bit too anxious to try and get that rebound. He caused himself a lane violation. As Dennis is 2 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. Friars again set up in their set offense. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the first.
No, I love this pink look.
4-2.
I love this pink look.
I do. Oh, and a reach around. Looked like Junior McFadden was about to get his 6 points of the night, but Gage Cunningham, a little too much contact, and Malvern will inbound it from underneath.
That's 4 fouls in the game in the first minute and a half. This is going to be a long night.
Finds McElwain in the corner. drives in. Good defense there by Matt McCarthy. Marvin Reed looking for Nick Harkin in the post, and that's
wasn't needed.
phenomenal defense by Dawson Brown. Langston Foster brings it up, looking for something, finds Matt McCarthy on the wing. Gives it up to Dennis up top, working against McFadden. Looks for a move. Doesn't get the foul call there, and that's a good block by Junior McFadden. Reed in transition.
He's dangerous. He's dangerous in transition.
Jump step. Back out to Andrew Davis up top.
Oh.
And a dive by Matt McCarthy. Great play.
Ew!
Friars almost catching for two. Rebound Nick Harkin. Can't make it.
Goodness.
Rebound
very sloppy.
by Dawson Brown moving up the floor. Very sloppy basketball in these first 2 minutes, first 3 minutes.
Oh.
A little bit of a situation with the ref there. As Langston Foster tries to drive in. 13 seconds left on the shot clock, and an off-ball foul.
Oh, no, and
called against Teg Mack.
He cannot get in the foul trouble, especially those dumb fouls like that. It just can't happen.
Wow, 5 fouls already.
This is a very defensive game. This is football, if you ask me. Well, in football, Malvern put up 41 points. So
yeah.
Hopefully it turns out like that.
Langston Foster drives. Junior McFadden.
Oh.
Does that count as a block, do you think?
No, I don't think it does.
I
think it's just in NBA 2K, great contest, and then you get plus teammate grade.
There you go. Friars have it in their end. McFadden on the wing, pass it to Andrew Davis in the corner. Nick Harkin trying to get the ball in the post, working against Matt McCarthy down there.
Those two are very, very physical. Very physical. Matt McCarthy, he wants it. Senior
Andrew
year.
Davis against Gage Cunningham, drives in.
Oh.
Misses the layup. Teg Macklin gets the rebound.
No foul call.
Interesting. A lot of contact. Foster moves it up. Coach Romantic's looking for a foul as well. Matt McCarthy, bang, corner three in motion. Puts Episcopal up 5-4.
You know, I hate to say this, but I feel like that happened because Teg Mack tried to argue the foul and bring it back on defense. But he'll pick it up. He's a great kid. St. Al's. I know that now.
Marvin Reed driving towards the middle. Teg Macklin coming up top, and that's a great play.
That's what we're talking about.
That's the Teg Macklin that we're used to.
Now, I can't tell if the refs are letting them play or calling a very soft game because, I mean, there have been some questionable foul calls and some calls that probably should have been called fouls. But
Foster trying to drop baseline against Harkin. Harkin playing good defense. Trying to find something. 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Matt McCarthy finds himself another three, and he gets the foul. Looks like his legs might have reached out a little bit, but definitely contact. Could have gone either way.
It's not a good foul at all. I mean, he was taking a bad shot. It was a fadeaway three, and you get in the way and calls him a foul. I mean, he doesn't miss free throws. Now, Matt McCarthy actually transferred from Archer Academy. I know a lot of people there. Don't know why he would ever transfer. It's a great spot in Delaware.
As Matt McCarthy makes the first, pushes the game to a tie. Coach Paul still arguing the call.
Malvern's only one foul away from the bonus.
I think Timmy Dennis, bloody nose, has to come out.
Oh no!
Quickly get him checked out so he can sub him back in. I'm sure that's not something Episcopal wants to see.
He seems to be all right, just a little leakage. Carter Kill comes into the game. He's a sophomore. He's pretty big.
Matt McCarthy gets ready to take the second. And misses it.
Oh, that was a three now.
Another lane violation?
No, it was a three, I believe.
Oh, correct.
Yeah, I don't know what. Nah, Timmy Dennis' jersey doesn't have blood on it. His mom's not going to be too happy. How are you supposed to wash that out?
It's going to be tough. 1 for 1 so far. Makes the third, goes 2 for 3 from the line. Episcopal up 7-6.
No, Malvern, a slow start, really slow start.
Doesn't seem like they have a lot of energy. Junior McFadden working to the post. Trying to spark Malvern. Gets the foul. Physical play. The Episcopal coaching staff, not just their head coach, their entire coaching staff did not like that call.
I mean, that's just a physical play at that point. There's nothing you can do about it.
Coach Wright son of former Villanova head basketball coach Jay Wright.
Really? Did not know that. I did not know that.
For Episcopal?
It's a fantastic fact.
Junior McFadden makes the first.
Timmy Dennis back in the game. Seems to be all right. Good to see.
Yeah, plugs his nose with tissue. Ref checking him out.
Oh, he's all good.
Clears him to play. Subs.
Oh, but he takes out Gage Cunningham.
Carter
Keel is here to stay.
Carter Kell, I believe.
I believe Mr. Delver pronounced was Keel. He could be Kell. You never know. Not sure.
And McFadden misses the second.
Oh, what a rebound. He came all the way across the floor for that.
Seems like he wants to play tonight.
4.5 minutes in, not a single stub yet for Malvern. What do you think Coach Paul's mindset is here?
I think he likes what he's seeing. He just can't get shots, really. Their defense is solid. Not really loving with the refs. Maybe he's getting a little bit too focused on the officials and forgetting to actually sub. Junior McFadden defects the pass.
Oh, and there he is.
I think he heard you.
The freshman phenom, Logan Schlichtig.
Subs out Junior McFadden. Schlichtig having himself a great year.
He likes to shoot. He really likes to shoot. Oh, and
60%
another
from the line
charge.
this year. And Timmy Dennis gets the M1 as he drives baseline.
When you say coach, not the start Malvern needed. I mean, Timmy Dennis, might be his seventh.
60 to 6, something like that. Yeah, he's had a lot of shots from the free throw line. I believe he's 50% so far, though.
Still no timeouts or anything. This has been a very quick game, even with the fouls.
Timmy Dennis misses.
Malvern has already put Episcopal in the bonus. Not the start they wanted.
No. Nick Harkin with a three. Hits double rim and misses. Rebound, number 21, Dawson Brown brings it up. Almost a double dribble there, but gets up to Timmy Dennis, moving up the court. Little two-man with Carter Kell. As Langston Forrester works against Junior McFadden, trying to find something, finds Dennis for the three.
Oh my goodness! What was that
touch
closeout?
off the rim.
I don't really like that closeout by Nick Harkin.
As Episcopal goes up 12-7, Friars need to find some energy, need something as they see Ryan Sims comes to the
energy
center
they
line.
need.
Hopefully that's what they need. Marvin Reed trying to find something. Wow, he's quick.
They need Marvin Reed going. I mean, he has 0 points right now, and he had 26 against Episcopal the first time. That's the move they needed.
Junior McFadden stepping up into that point-scoring role.
His 6th point. Wow.
Episcopal may be focusing heavy on Marvin Reed and Nick Harkin. Guys like Junior McFadden are stepping up.
This is when the bench can come into effect. Very good bench players.
Langston Forster for three, off target, too far. But another rebound by Carter Kell. He's really working those boards
So many
tonight.
second chances. This is not what Malvern wanted.
Marvin Reed covering Dawson Brown. Swings it over to Foster as he drives in. No shot. Carter Kell outside, deflected by Junior McFadden. It's going to stay Churchman ball.
Gage Cunningham back in the game, and Ryan Sims has entered for Marvin Reed. Ryan Sims can be the energy that Malvern needs. He can hit some shots, and he can fire up the crowd.
Really, he did. You saw it against Penn Charter, had a few threes, really got the team going. Hopefully he can do it again.
Talk about the crowd. The Episcopal student section has sort of picked up. It went from about 10 to maybe 25.
25 people showing out. Wow. And Langston Forster makes the mid-range shot. Tough. He had pressure, but he elevates and makes the jumper. Teg McElwain probably going to settle for last shot here. Shot clock's been turned off. Picks with Logan Schlichtig. He finds Sims on the wing. Sims finds a shot too far.
No.
As Gage Cunningham brings it up. We got 1 second left.
Good
He's got
if
to
it
throw it
goes.
up, and that's going to be off target.
Not the quarter Malvern wanted at all.
But
I mean,
the
down
quarter
5.
that Episcopal wanted, 14-9. They're up 5. They're doing what they need to. They shot well. They've gotten to the line a bunch of times. The only thing they haven't done well is they're getting a little bit too much foul trouble, which could come back to bite them in the second quarter and maybe even the second half.
I mean, Malvern just simply needs to pick it up. This isn't good.
Not really an energetic team. They're really known more for those gritty defensive plays, those low-scoring games. It doesn't seem like they're really doing that. They're just not doing anything, really.
Now, just as a reminder, I've said it before, but I believe the QR code is up now. Tonight is Malvern Prep's annual Coaches vs. Cancer Night. They have been a leader in the Philly Youth Initiative, supporting the American Cancer Society for 6 years. Donate by scanning the QR code on your screen. Together, we can crush cancer. A great foundation.
It really is, and Malvern just headlining that. Philly Youth Initiative doing a great thing. And we're selling shirts here. If you plan on coming maybe later, or even if you
are watching us right now,
you could scan the QR code. It's only $15 a shirt. Get one for yourself.
Mr. Millsy's
or donate.
Well, they could be watching us with like the baseball. You know how in baseball games they sit in the crowd and then they have the headphones in?
Oh, yeah.
They could be doing that.
Hopefully, maybe. Maybe there's some guys there doing that. Friar Nation, not really been much of an impact. I haven't heard him a lot. Again, like Penchard or Malvern's not really giving him a lot to cheer for, but
they'll pick it up. I'm not worried at all.
That can really show the true worth of a student section. When their team's down, can they be the ones who pick their team up? And I saw some of the Episcopal student section trying to join into the
maybe they got
huddle.
Do you think they got cut or something?
Maybe they got cut thinking they're part of the team. Looks like a few of them were in the huddle trying to be a part of the team. I think CYO basketball is sticking with them a little too much.
Yeah. I mean, you see a team on the bench, you might just be a little too supportive. You never know.
All right, both teams back out on the court. Hopefully this could be a new second quarter for Malvern. As Matt McCarthy brings it over midcourt, covered by Teg McInerney. No subs. Same group that ended the quarter for Malvern.
Again, where is Bryce Perkins? I want to see him on the court.
I do. Matt McCarthy gets a foul and an
there's
offensive
the call.
charge. That's what the Friars needed.
That is why you have Teg Mac on the court. He does that.
Definitely gets the offensive foul. McCarthy lowered his shoulder. Teg absorbs the contact, falls back, and the ref sees the offensive foul. That's just a great play from McInerney.
That is the perfect charge. You give him a bump. He tries to bump you. You fall back. I mean, you can't do anything about that. That is perfect.
Harkin gets the ball on the post. And another one.
And oh, my goodness.
And McCarthy matches the call. That, I think, was a little bit more of a flop.
Yeah.
I think definitely enough to call an offensive charge.
He played into it a little much, but now we know how the game's going to be. It's going to be a gritty defensive play as Cooper Magic checks in the game for the first time, and Marvin Reed comes back in.
Nick Harkin and Teg McInerney are subbed out. Malvern in their full court press. Full court man press.
I think they're purposely staying away from, Episcopal staying away from having Marvin Reed cover them 94 feet, because that is a very scary thing, having Marvin Reed cover you.
I do remember he did have a lot of steals in that first game.
Great defense from Cooper Magic.
Matt McCarthy working against Ryan Sims. Seems like the Friars have a little more energy.
I think that charge helped out.
You can feel it in the gym. That's Dawson Brown. Finds another mid-range.
Oh, my goodness.
He gets the foul call against Reed, is that?
Yeah, that was Marvin Reed if it's on the shot. I mean, that's the second mid-range or three. That's the second shot where Malvern fouled Episcopal. Not what you want at all. I mean, it's just a bad foul.
Yeah, Teg McInerney leads the team with 7 charges this year. Marvin Reed with 30 steals this year. So those two guys can have a big impact. As Dawson Brown makes the first. More free throws for Episcopal. That's what they want, really.
God, I could hear Friar Nation.
Brown makes the second. Marvin Reed bringing up the ball for Malvern. 16-9. Episcopal up. 7 minutes to go in the second. Schwastik the ball to the top of the key. Working with Marvin Reed. This is what hurt the Churchmen last game.
Timmy Dennis on Marvin Reed.
Ryan Sims with a 3 up top.
Wow.
Bang!
Ryan Sims has been a fantastic contributor for the Friars in the last few games. He comes in there when they need it, and he puts the game within 4.
And he acts like he has been there before because, folks, he has. He has hit clutch shots like those to energize the team all year, and he does it again. Hopefully, Malvern can build on that.
Hopefully, he can also do that on the lacrosse field, too. Very solid player.
Committed to Gettysburg for lacrosse, looking to have a big spring.
Oh.
Good D by Cooper Romanchik. Switches with Junior McFadden. Foster might have the matchup. And a travel by Gage Cunningham.
Tori Cooper checks in the game. Now, me and this kid, we have a great relationship, but Narworth Championship, Narworth Summer League, he hit a 3. I just couldn't stop moving. I tackled the poor kid. So I hope we don't have beef. I haven't seen him since.
Did he make the 3?
No, he missed it. I mean, I think we were up 10. We were up 10 with like 10 seconds left. So
we might try to get you back in this game.
You might.
As Cooper Romanchik has the ball on the wing. Covered by Matt McCarthy, up to Marvin Reed. Looks for a pick, gets the switch. This could be the matchup that Reed wants. But he likes McFadden's matchup more.
Cooper, what a
Wow,
board.
good backside rebound. Sees the shot on one side, goes to the opposite side, gets the loose change, and makes the layup. Cuts the lead to 2.
That's the Cooper mentioning that I know and love. He is a fantastic kid.
Gage Cunningham, 3. Too far. Good rebound by Torrey Cooper. Another one for Torrey Cooper for a 3.
Good block by Junior McFadden. Malvern ball.
Again, Malvern can't fall into this rebounding trap, giving Episcopal 2-3 shots every possession. And here he comes.
Bryce Perkins, our TikTok star. I mean, TikTok, ever since it's been unbanned, I expect him to have a huge game. The stress that he's been under recently with TikTok being banned, I feel for him.
I really do. He's going to be covered by Gage Cunningham, I believe. Reed brings up the ball. Gets in the corner, back up to Ryan Sims. Ryan Sims with a quick pull-up.
That's
almost
nice
gets the touch off the glass.
I do not mind that shot at all. That's a fantastic shot.
Foster moves up quickly to Matt McCarthy. Cooper Mancha covering him. That's great defense. And Gage Cunningham gets the rebound, though. Misses it.
I really think Matt McCarthy's trying to embellish a lot.
Romantic in transition. Loses the ball, gets it back. Reed with a jump through.
Hey!
What a play by Marvin Reed. Wow. I mean, jump step through the double team. Finds the contact and goes up and gets the layup. That's a great N1. Ties the game 16-16 with 5 minutes left to go in the second.
The foul on Langston Foster as he's taken out of the game. I'm sure unrelated, but you never know. Marvin Reed, that's the person we know and love against Episcopal. I mean, those were his first 2 points. Hopefully he can capitalize. Oh, goodness.
And Marvin Reed makes the N1 free throw for a 3-point play.
Malvern is on a 10-0 run right now, very sneakily. They were down 16-7 not too long ago.
Lead 17-16. As Dennis has the ball working against McFadden, drives in, tries for a quadruple move, really. But he passes it down to who is that?
Torrey Cooper.
Torrey Cooper in the paint. To Matt McCarthy, great move.
What a move. That's why he's going to be
really.
Now this is the tempo that Malvern needs. As soon as Episcopal scored, Marvin Reed grabbed the ball and came right down the court. That's what they need.
McFadden gets in the paint, doesn't get the touch, but he gets that rebound and puts it right back up. Doesn't even have to land on the floor. Junior McFadden gets his 8th point of the game.
7th.
8th point of the game.
I cannot do math.
As Matt McCarthy has it at the top of the key. Over to Gage Cunningham. Passes it to Dawson Brown in the corner.
No
a lot
call.
of contact there.
I wouldn't even mind a block there, but no call.
Torrey Cooper with a 3 off target. Episcopal with another rebound.
This is outrageous.
Dennis in the corner. Off target again. And finally a rebound by Malvern. That's Junior McFadden. Marvin Reed in transition.
That's Marvin Reed. Yep. I knew that was going in. I knew that was going in before I even saw it.
Huge.
I mean, just like that.
Offense for Malvern.
Just like that, he's 6 points. I mean, that's how you start the game. I mean, that's how you continue to dominate. And a calling that's Ryan Sims. Yep, Ryan Sims, his first foul of the game.
Yeah, transition offense from Malvern can be effective at times, and it's very effective in the last 2 minutes. As Torrey Cooper is subbed out.
I mean, this has been a fantastic quarter out of Malvern. They scored double the points they had in the first quarter in half the time. So.
Take McElwain back in the game. Matt McCarthy trying to find something. Drives baseline, doesn't get anything. Timmy Dennis again.
Oh, what a move. Bryce Perkins,
look,
good defense.
Perkins.
Oh,
Perkins
here's the ball
up the
on
court.
fast break.
Here comes Romantic following him.
Oh.
And Bryce Perkins tries to slow down his momentum. Can't make a layup. It's good defense by the Episcopal.
Unfortunate of Bryce Perkins.
Foster gets in the paint, kicks it out. Good rotation defense by Malvern here, and he gets the blocking call against Perkins. Gage Cunningham tries to drive baseline, gets past Perkins, and kind of forced to have a foul there, really. It's a tough position to be in if you're a defender.
Malvern just hasn't been closing out on the ball well. I mean, they're either fouling while they're shooting, they're either trying to block it while they're pump faking, or they're getting beat baseline. This is not the Malvern team we're used to.
And I think you got to give credit to Episcopal there, driving in, kicking it out, and they're getting Malvern
They're playing great basketball.
Off their wrong feet.
Oh,
And
just a bad
just
pass.
an arid pass by Dawson Brown.
You know, until that, I was going to say Dr. Naismith would be proud of the way Episcopal's playing offense, but I don't know anymore.
Marvin Reed brings up the ball. Number 3, covered by number 3. Gets it to Perkins on the wing, finds Harkin down low, covered by McCarthy. McFadden gets it. He's having a great night so far. Works against Dennis. Almost gets the layup. Rebound by Perkins, but a steal by Matt McCarthy in transition.
2-on-0.
And no foul.
Oh,
I think I saw one. Might have nipped McCarthy on the head. I think Bryce Perkins got him. It's actually a pretty good foul call, I think.
Yeah, I don't see what the student section sees at all.
Friar Nation not agreeing with the call, but a lot of contact. I think it would have been tough to call, have a no call there.
That's now his second foul from Bryce Perkins, and Episcopal already in the bonus again. This is Malvern's 10th foul.
This has been a foul-heavy game, folks. Aggressive defense. You love to see it, but
scrappy, interact basketball. That's what's going on tonight.
This is a competitive league, and team is just as good as their role players are, their bench players, guys who get in foul trouble. Other players are going to need to step up.
I mean, you never see blowouts in this league, ever. You never see blowouts. It doesn't matter if it's the best team playing the worst team. You never see blowouts.
And I think that's a credit, just the great coaching in the interact. They know how each team plays as Matt McCarthy misses.
Yeah, when I was in the program for Malvern, their film sessions would be so intense. Coach Paul prepares these guys like no other.
Reed with a 3, a little short there. Looking for a deflection, didn't get it.
He forced that a little. It was not the shot that they were looking for. Marvin Reed, he laughs it off. He's all good. He's one of the most positive kids I've ever met in my life. He never gets down on himself.
Very nice kid, yes. Has that next play mentality as McCarthy gets trapped by Teg McElwain and Marvin Reed.
Oh, a timeout call.
Coach right with a timeout call.
It's a good call.
Not happy with how his team tried to break that press.
I mean, that's exactly what Malvern's looking for with that press is hopefully the person that Marvin is guarding leaks off so Marvin can go to tag and get the trap, which is exactly what happened there.
Yeah, and backside bigs can come up and block off those leaking players and get the trap, which Malvern did very successfully then. 22-19. Malvern has the lead with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the second quarter. EA already in the bonus, something they may want to try and exploit with these last few minutes.
Now this has been a very, like points-wise, this has been a very solid quarter for Malvern, but when you look at this game, they're not boxing out really, they're not closing out really, I mean, they're getting foul calls, so if they pick that up, they can win this game by 15 plus if they pick up those 3 things.
Yeah, just need to fix the rebounding, and I think that they can pick up in general. I mean, they're been pretty fine rebounding all year, around 75% defensively, and they've rebounded 33% offensively. So they've been fine all year rebounding.
Well, the thing with the rebounding is usually if you need a board, Coach Paul will put in Logan and Junior. But with how small and how scrappy this Episcopal team is, having those two big men in who aren't as fast as some other people can get second chance points for Episcopal through the roof. Yeah,
with their tallest player being 6'8", and then their second 6'4", they don't have the height, but they can get those scrappy boards, especially those long shots that have long rebounds. Cooper Manchik covering Langston Foster for EA. As Matt McCarthy works on the wing.
Good defense
Two-man with
Bryce.
Davis Cunningham. That's good defense. EA in the corner with 5 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Good defense so far. Matt McCarthy step back, pull up, off target too far. Fires in transition again.
That could be bad.
Marvin Reed up the court, uncovered.
No foul.
Interesting, no foul. Oh, there it is. A lot of contact there.
Very physical play.
Yeah.
Matt McCarthy's second
Gets
foul.
him on the hand.
That's
Very dangerous play. Glad he's okay. Had a pretty intense fall there.
Freshman phenom Logan Chwostik in the box, about to get in the game.
Now, do you think they try to have a McFadden-Chwostik look?
I don't know, because I feel like they did in the first quarter, and that's when EA went on their run and went up by 9, so I'm not really sure what the plus minus is. Coach Paul's decision is to take out Bryce Perkins. Hopefully it works.
Reed been very consistent from the free throw line all year.
Very uncharacteristic.
Shooting around 90%.
By far the best free throw shooter on the team.
We'll shoot those technical foul free throws they'll get. Makes the second.
more like it. From
Schlichtig almost loses his footing on the rebound. Luckily, it went in. Kubermanchik been covering the point guard recently. Yeah, EA definitely not trying to have Marvin Reed covering him from 90 feet. Kubermanchik falls. Gage Cunningham down low. Elevates high, try to get it over Schlichtig, but elevates a little too high, goes too far. As Schlichtig gets a rebound, Marvin Reed in transition gets into Malvern's set offense.
Oh, there's Kubermanchik.
Three.
Oh, in and out.
Target, double rim.
I like that shot, though.
Great play, gets Kubermanchik free.
Kubermanchik, when he gets hot, he doesn't miss the ball. I mean, this kid's special.
Dennis inside.
What a move.
Double move, triple move. And he gets the foul call. That's going to send him back to the line.
I definitely agree with that call, but it was a really late call. I mean, there are a lot of those late calls going on in this game.
Kenny Dennis shooting yet another free throw for Episcopal.
He has shot so many free throws. So many free throws.
Haven't seen a lot of three-pointers for Episcopal, something that they were really good at in the first matchup of the year against these two teams.
We saw in the start of the game them missing those threes. I wonder if Coach Wright in the huddle said, hey, maybe we lay off the three-pointer, get to the rim.
Dennis makes both.
8 points for him now.
23-21 lead by Malvern. 1 minute left to go in the second quarter. Romantic on the wing. Inside the backer lane. Tries to get up. And he goes up, but he misses.
Bad angle.
And he gets his own rebound. Physical offense here. McFadden open to the key. Goes up, gets the foul call against Gage Cunningham. McFadden goes to the floor, gets the foul. He'll be shooting 2.
Now, the thing with fouls is, for Episcopal, they haven't done many fouls, but Matt McCarthy and Gage Cunningham both have 2 fouls. For Malvern, everyone really has 1 foul, except for Nick Harkin and Tig McElwain, and they have way more fouls.
McFadden's been a 58% free throw shooter on the year. As he misses the first.
McCarthy back in the game. 50 seconds left in this quarter. Malvern has had a great quarter. Let's see if they can try and finish it in the lead.
And McFadden misses both.
Oh, what a I was definitely over the back call.
Gets up, doesn't get the foul call. Foster in transition.
See, that's why.
And a corner 3, too far. As Marvin Reed brings up the ball in transition, he's quick, folks.
Wow, he is
look
fast.
At the way he got up
my goodness.
Oh my gosh, it's like
you can't even see him.
You can't even see him really. It's like lightning.
I just saw the pink shoes that he has on. And that's really it. I saw the ball on the hoop in his pink shoes.
Maybe a little bit extra speed there from the Coaches vs. Cancer pink shoes.
Hopefully they're on the shop. I would love if people rock those.
No offensive foul, and they get it.
19 seconds left. Hopefully Malvern can increase their lead.
Definitely thought Brown pushed off with his left hand there. It's a good call by the referee.
That's his first foul.
As Nick Harkin comes back in the game.
They might be saying to yourself, Dylan, that's Episcopal's 5th foul. Why is Malvern not shooting? It was an offensive foul. You don't shoot on those, in case you didn't know.
Nick Harkin, 2 fouls in the game. They sub him in for offensive purposes. 12 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Shot clock's been turned off. Harkin, first possession back in the game, gets the ball. And it's going to be Episcopal ball.
You know, I would have assumed that Malvern was going to hold for the last shot, but they decided to go at 10 seconds.
As Harkin subbed out again, doesn't want to get that 3rd foul.
That would be huge if you got that 3rd foul.
Kubermanchik subs in for him. Malvern in a full court press offense with 6 seconds left to go. Matt McCarthy brings up the ball. We'll get a shot off. Goes up. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. What an amazing play by Matt McCarthy. Just goes coast to coast against McElwain.
For his
gets the layup. And cuts the lead down to 2 going into the half. 25-23.
Now, Malvern is in a much different spot than they were last time against Penn Charter. They're up this time. They were losing the last time. So,
very good second quarter for them.
Very good. The game went a lot quicker in the second quarter, which I feel like that helps out Malvern because with Marvin Reed going as fast as he can downhill, like that's going to help them out, in my opinion. Both
these teams need a win tonight.
And we are back. up here. As
We
you
are
can see.
here.
Oh, goodness. Tommy, I can see your nose in the reflection. Oh, my gosh.
If you guys didn't notice earlier, yes, broken nose, unfortunately, but powering through it.
Yep.
A lot of injuries around here, but a lot of sickness going around. But
You know, a lot of teachers come up to me and said, hey, Dylan, is Tommy going to be able to go? Hey, is he going to be able to go? Obviously he can go. Very gritty, very gritty. So,
thank you, Dylan.
of course.
Interesting, the Episcopal coaches are staying out on the floor for a little bit to talk over the first half. Don't want to go in.
Yeah.
Maybe let the captains talk first, and then the coaches will join in.
Now, usually for the Malvern side, they do the same thing, but they don't stay on the court. They go into Mr. Stewart's office and then talk. They go in there and say, hey, what can we fix? And then they decide. They go into the locker room, talk to the team, and hopefully hype them up. Now, I'm hoping Malvern comes out much more energetic than last time against Penn Charter, because they walked down by 10. They walked out depleted. I mean, you could tell that they didn't want to be there ultimately, which, I mean, so far that has changed for tonight. They're playing great. They're playing energetic. Marvin Reed's going downhill. That's all we need.
Friars, the season's starting to come to an end. Hopefully they can end it out with a bang, really, in the Interac.
Absolutely. 3-2 in the Interac right now. Episcopal's 1-4. I'm not sure if they can still win the championship. I don't believe they can, but hey, you never give up.
You never do.
As John Cena
never know.
says, never give up. You can't see me.
And you never know in the Interac. Teams can lose games. We've seen it not just in basketball, in every sport, really. Teams can lose games that they're expected to win, and that can really have heavy impact on the Interac championship.
Now, continue with the not giving up. Last year at Malvern, they were out of the Interac championship contention. They won the SCH last year for the 10th game of the year, or 9th game of the year. SCH had a very good chance of winning it all, and Malvern spoiled it at their place. And I tell you what, I was in the locker room after. It's a great feeling. So Episcopal's definitely, they want to play the spoiler. Because why not?
For those that don't know how the Interac does work, there's no playoff.
Terrible.
It's just the regular season, and whoever has the best record at the end of the season is known as the champion. And when we say Interac championship, it usually just means the last game of the year for whoever is in first place. In some years, it is the top two teams, and it is going to be technically the Interac championship, but in years prior, it's just been whoever's the one seed.
Yeah, I mean, 2012, actually. I believe that was the last time where it was the championship game for Malvern. Here, 2012, they played Germantown Academy, one of the greatest games I've ever been to. Brendan Kilpatrick, special, that's all I'll say.
They did have an Interac championship 2 years ago versus SCH here.
No, I mean as in a way where both teams have a shot of winning. SCH at that point was out.
Correct.
Yeah, Malvern has hosted many games to win.
Okay, I
which
understand.
is good. They've hosted many games where they can win the championship. They won the championship in 2022 and 2021, I believe. They lost it last year to Penn Charter, unfortunately, but they're going to pick it up. I'm not worried at all. 3-2 in the Interac. Definitely a slow start, not the start that Coach Paul wanted, but they found those good wins against Haverford and against teams like EA, so they're still very well in this. They need to pick it up against those SDH games and those Penn Charter games. And they also need some help. Haverford hopefully will be able to beat Penn Charter, and so will SDH.
A lot of things can happen until that final game.
A lot of things. I mean, Malvern was in a prime spot to be in the top 2 last year, and then they lost to Germantown Academy at their home court. Just not the start, not the end they needed, not the start or end they wanted. So
that's a competitive league the Interac is.
Always competitive. It doesn't matter how bad you are or how good you are. You could always lose on any given Tuesday night.
Hopefully not tonight. Hopefully Malvern can come out on top and maintain this lead.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have the same fields as PCL and the Palestra, but hey, Warren Avenue is a great spot.
O'Neill Center can really get bumping at times.
I mean, we saw it last week against Friday, and hopefully we're going to see it against Haverford. This place can get packed, and it can get loud easily.
And that is our next production will be Haverford.
I hope so. Not sure.
Not sure.
My mother, she's pretty mad, but my SAT scores aren't too well. Got to go to a class. Got a lot getting for that.
Yeah, definitely want to get those SAT scores up, but does Haverford matter more?
It's Fours night. That's all I'll say. So
that night could be interesting.
It could. It can get special in here. Like last year, Ryan Williams, the 2 dunks in a row. You got to broadcast that. Come on now.
Friar Nation reacted very well to that dunk.
One of the greatest reactions I've ever seen. Unfortunately, the Cult by Mason edit didn't have the student section, and it really made me mad. But one of the most special moments in this building was that. So hopefully it happens again this year. I mean, just imagine this: Logan Schwastik going up there, he dunks it on. I can't name anyone on a Haverford player. Can't name anyone. You know, I walked up to Logan Schwastik before the season started. I said, Logan, Ryan Williams, he dunked on someone last year. Are you going to do the same thing? He said, I'm going to dunk on 5 people this year. So Very, very confident player. That's what you need in the sport of basketball.
Even as a freshman, telling people that he is here to stay for the next 4 years.
Absolutely.
Going to be a great player in the Interact for years to come. And really the whole Malvern, very young team.
Very young team. I mean, you got Nick Harkin, Marvin Reed, Logan Schwastik, Jaden Carr, who we haven't seen that much this year. I saw his midseason highlight tape. Very solid highlight tape. If you haven't seen it, I believe it's Jaden_Carr2 on Instagram. Very, very good highlight tape. Impressive. And an even greater kid. I mean,
really is.
Fantastic kid.
You'll see him on the end of the bench for Malvern.
Hopefully by next year we'll see him towards the front of the bench near Coach Paul. He should be getting some time. If you ask me, if you ask me, he should be getting time right now. But hey, I'm here for a reason, and Coach Paul's in the locker room for a different reason.
You really are.
Friar Nation hoping to recreate the second quarter. They're a little out of there. They definitely made an effect on some of the free throws. Hopefully they can do it. I mean, the lacrosse players, after that brutal Mary Frame workout, they're probably really tired right now. That was rough.
That was rough.
Ring road's not something you want to have on a Tuesday after school.
It is not. Now, then a little question to you, and maybe even the crowd watching. What is your favorite basketball movie? Even sports movie of all time?
Sports movie, without question, it's Miracle. Miracle on Ice. I mean, do you believe in miracles? I mean, I could quote so many quotes from that movie. Do you want me to start?
Just one. I'll see one.
I mean, there's so many. So many. All right, so in the bar scene, very start of the movie, I believe Ralph Cox says, no, not Ralph Cox, Rob O'Clanahan goes, why'd you want to play college hockey? And he responds, for the girls? No, why'd you want to play college hockey? To win championships. I mean, I don't want to continue from there because they're probably annoyed, but now what's yours?
I'd say my favorite movie of all time when it comes to sports, I got to go with Remember the Titans.
I mean, that's a classic.
Because some would say a basic answer, but I think it's the best answer.
Now, if you ask my dad this question, he'll say Hoosiers. He's tried to get me to watch it, never watched it.
Never have either. I think I've fallen asleep a few times going through it. As Episcopal takes the floor, both teams take the floor.
They look sort of not really energetic. Logan Schwastik, he's getting a run in, but that's about it. Trying to pick it up. Malvern up 2, still very solid. A very solid quarter out of them.
Very low-scoring game.
Very low-scoring game. I mean, Malvern put up 62 points the last time they played Episcopal, so hopefully they can pick it up. Now, excuse me. Do you want to give a quote from Remember the Titans?
Do I want to give a quote?
Do you want to?
I would, except I don't want to sing it because I think that the song.
No, sing the song.
That song, I think that's probably one of my favorite quotes. Just very catchy song that you'll see me humming a few times throughout the school day, maybe.
Oh, in the locker room where they're like, "Hey, coach, we want to start a new entrance," and then they go. Like
that part, I think that's probably my favorite part.
That makes a lot of sense.
I think it's a great movie with a great message, really.
I mean, absolutely. 2 great movies, Miracle and Remember the Titans. 2 great messages. Never, like we were talking about in the Interact, never, ever count people out.
That's what EA is trying to do this year.
I see Coach Pat King. He can make a very, very big effect on this game. You never know. Coach B freshman year, our freshman year team, very solid coach. He's great. Even better guy. St. Max, he coached St. Max with Ennis Udo, the state championship team. Very solid guy and a very solid team. Well, we have about 50 seconds left until the start of the second half as Logan Schwastik puts a 2-hand dunk down on the rim before going to the bench. Hopefully foreshadowing.
Looks like teams do have a little bit more energy coming out. Looks like they will both want to win this close game. Malvern Episcopal, always a rivalry.
Now, especially on a Tuesday, you have. I mean, I came out of pre-calc to do a lacrosse workout. Now I'm doing this. You can be very tired, very sluggish, instead of on Fridays where you have a lot of time to digest. So hopefully they pick it up now, and hopefully a very entertaining game to commentate.
Yeah, we will send this camera back to
the corner.
Hopefully
we don't have someone fall on it like last time. That could have been really bad.
That was not the best thing.
But, hey, no one got injured, so we're all good. That's the main part. You never want injuries. Hopefully the refs find more consistency. I mean, they're calling a great game, but they're not being consistent with the calls, though. Sometimes they're letting the kids play, which I don't mind. This could be a contact sport, but at the same time, sometimes they're calling a little too soft. So, okay, credit for these guys, though. I've repped a few games before. No joke at all. It's a lot harder than it looks, ladies and gents.
It really is.
If you're watching this and you want to be a referee, please sign up. I'm not sure how you would, but please sign up.
Now we see Nick Harkin back in the game.
Oh, I don't mean to interrupt. We need to shout the people out. I mean, the people behind the scenes who have helped us do this. We have Connor Kendall, Finn Riley, Jaime Schlichtig, and Jack Morley. Without them, none of this would be possible.
None of it
Thank
would
you.
be.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Junior McFadden, as we get started, passes the ball over to Nick Harkin.
Oh, not to start Malvern wanted. Not to start they wanted
Just
at all.
a little bit of a
And Episcopal,
miscommunication there.
they're fired up. This is the message. I guarantee the message in the locker room is, hey, pick it up. Bring the intensity. That's what we need.
I'm getting a look at that blood on Timmy Dennis's shirt from his bloody nose earlier.
That's
kind of a
hard to
sign
wash
of
out.
grit a little bit.
Going to be hard to wash out.
Foster working against Harkin. Harkin doesn't want to get that third foul earlier in this third quarter. As Matt McCarthy finds Gage Cunningham in the paint.
Good defense by Andrew Davis. That's
Air
perfect.
ball. And he's
What a play. He was
almost
definitely out of bounds.
Definitely out of bounds.
Good call by the refs.
A little bit of a delayed call. I was looking for it a little earlier.
That kind of reminded me of the Kevin Durant call against the Rockets.
It did.
He was about 5 feet out of bounds, and they didn't call it, but hey, they called it this time.
Difference here. They did call it. Malvern bring up the ball. Marvin Reed. Work with Junior McFadden. Goes up. Passes it.
Ooh.
Triple move.
Oh. Bad angle.
Bad angle.
Fantastic move.
Missed
Not the greatest
I think
angle.
he forgot where he was in the court a little bit.
We've all done that once.
Timmy Dennis up top. Passes it over to Brown. Over to McCarthy in the corner. Covered by Mackerlane. Here comes another three.
I thought that was,
Episcopal.
from my angle, I thought that was way off, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, Brown off target there.
Oh, what a
Marbury,
move.
quick pull up in transition.
That's fine. I don't
Misses
mind
it
that
to
shot.
the right. McFadden can't get the rebound as Brown picks up the loose change and brings it up the court. Passes it over to Foster. Drives in. Can he put something up?
Oh.
No 3-second call,
Good.
and
Yeah.
there it is.
Thank
He's looking for it. Coach Wright not happy with how he handled that possession.
Coach Wright, he's trying to hype up the team and the student section. The student section can be a very, very big difference maker in this game if it comes down to it.
Here comes sophomore Carter Kell for Episcopal. Subs out Gage Cunningham.
And if it's Keel, we apologize. We're not really familiar on these names.
Macri Lane gets it to Junior McFadden.
Oh, that's...
Harkin, good movement inside, gets a layup. Good off-ball pick by Macri Lane.
I mean, that play is perfection. Nick Harkin's first point.
Harkin finally finds himself in the scorebook. Looking for him to build off that.
No, I can't say what that play is called for confidential reasons, but that play, incredible play. It worked. It's so simple, but it works every time.
It does. As Foster, finding himself a lot of time inside, can never really find a shot. Brown finds himself in that same position here. Good tip by Macklin, can't save it, but...
The Malvern defense has been very solid. I mean, the first possession they made, Langston Foster calls for 3 seconds by using his pivot foot a lot, and they tried that again with number 21, Dawson Brown. So very solid defense at the start.
Gage Cunningham steps back in for Kell. 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock.
They hurry up.
EA, jump ball to Timmy Dennis. Gets at the free throw line. Fakes, drives in.
Hey!
Another block for Junior
2
McFadden.
seconds.
2 seconds left to go on the shot clock.
If I'm Coach Paul, I'm saying, Junior, get near the rim. Do not let anyone oop the ball.
I believe that's his third block of the game. He's had a lot this year.
He's playing great today. And a three from Timmy Dennis. Did he get it off? Oh, he does not get it off.
That's going to be a shot clock violation. Wow. 2 great calls for the Friars. A 3-second violation and a shot clock violation. That just shows how great the defense has been so far.
Really, though. I think if there's another 2 seconds on that clock, Timmy Dennis will be at the line right now, but great defense from Malvern Prep, knowing the clock, knowing how to play physical.
McFadden, post move again.
See, I like Junior McFadden.
Great shot.
He's a great kid. His 10th point of the game. He keeps taking to the rim. He's very confident, which I don't blame him. I mean, when you're 6'8", how are you not confident? His 10th
leads
point.
all scorers tonight with 10.
Marvin Reed is 9. I mean, all the scores. I like Malvern when they score all collectively than
Great
one person.
touch by Langston Foster against Nick Harkin. And the key.
His 4th point.
As Episcopal gets their first points of the half. No fouls yet so far. Very odd considering the game so far. There's Marvin Reed with the ball up top.
Oh.
No foul. A lot of contact, but that's good defense by Gage Cunningham. Gage in transition. McCarthy in the corner. Opts not to shoot it.
Mid-range.
Now. And ends up short. Good box out by Andrew Davis down low.
How Marvin Reed kept his feet in, I'm not sure. What a play.
Bounce pass to Junior McFadden to Harkin. And a block against Matt McCarthy.
Yeah. Matt McCarthy putting his body on the line. That's just, unfortunately, that is his 3rd foul. Something that could be a very, very big play.
They called the offensive foul. Ref didn't make the signal.
I was very confused. I honestly thought it was an offensive foul, but they didn't call it, so I got very confused. I apologize. Shooting McFadden's second.
The ref didn't make the signal.
Yeah, he just like
put
his hands up in the air.
He just put his hand in the air as a
maybe he was trying to
maybe
he was trying to find the opinion from the second ref. I'm not sure.
Foster's bring the ball up for EA pretty well this game. He's covered by Harkin. Harkin not trying to get that third foul, as we mentioned. McCarthy working in the paint. Don't usually see him here.
Good play.
Maybe we'll see him there more as he got great touch. Cuts the lead down to 2. Malvern up 29-27. 4 minutes left to go in this third quarter.
Still no subs been by either team.
Davis finds Harkin down low, gets stolen. Loose ball. Macklin picks it up. Finds Reed outside. Probably a 3 here. McFadden drives in though.
Wow.
Almost gets his 12th point of the game though. Misses it.
Oh, Gage Cunningham's up in the corner. Marvin is going to have to guard him. He's about a foot taller than him.
Blocking foul against Reed, I think that is. Not a lot of contact there.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I wouldn't call it I definitely wouldn't call it a charge or anything, but I don't think Marvin was trying to put his body against Gage. When you're that short.
Coach is trying to argue for an N1 there. Ref's going to discuss it, whether
Timmy Dennis's jersey. I mean,
Cunningham was in the act of shooting or not. No shot. They're going to call it on the floor.
And Timmy Dennis goes to, no, excuse me, not Timmy Dennis. Gage Cunningham goes to the line.
No, it was not a shooting foul.
It was not a shooting foul.
So,
I don't know what I'm doing.
Dawson Brown underneath. I think it was a good call.
I definitely don't think it was a charge or a shot. A good call by the ref. Calling a great game so far.
Finds Dennis.
Very risky pass.
Over to Foster, now McCarthy in the corner. Seen a lot more of him this half, I think, than we did in the first half.
Now, that takes balls. Having Matt McCarthy, I mean, you're going against a guy a foot taller than you, and you're going to take it right at him.
And he gets the foul called there.
Junior McFadden doesn't agree with the call. Unfortunately, it's his third foul. It's the second foul in the last, I believe, 2 minutes. Not good at all, unfortunately.
Matt McCarthy shooting now. Misses the first.
Do you like the long sleeve look while playing basketball? Do you like it?
I think that it could really go well if you're a guard.
Yeah.
And I think McCarthy rocks it well.
And Gage Cunningham. I just realized that too.
Gage Cunningham.
You know, I tried to put the long sleeve on for a practice last year. I took it off in 5 minutes. I got really hot.
Yeah. Definitely need a custom shirt.
Absolutely.
As McCarthy misses both, uncharacteristic of him.
My 2K rec player, he has long sleeves, so he rocks those.
As Andrew Davis has it from Malvern on the wing.
Hey, man,
almost found a shot there.
We have not seen a lot of him on offense.
No, we have not. Schwastik gets it over to Reed. It's been a low-scoring game in general.
It has.
Schwastik in the post. Can he put it up? He does.
Well,
wow.
I mean, that's just you being 6'10" and you can't be stopped.
That's automatic. It really is.
Freshman,
you will not see him miss a lot of those.
He's a freshman. Oh, sorry.
As he gets his first 2 points of the game. Dawson Brown has it. Loose ball there off Malvern. EA's going to inbound it as Marvin Reed is subbed out of the game. Dawson Brown covered by Cooper Romancic. Gets the switch.
Oh, what a move.
Davis covering him. Great offense, great defense too. As Gage Cunningham puts it up, and he makes the 3.
So we haven't seen a lot of shooting from the EA Churchmen. Hopefully they can pick it up.
Gage made a few threes in the first game. As Malvern goes up, Malvern's still up 31-30, and Harkin gets the foul. It's a great take by him. A lot of contact on his arm.
I mean, that's unstoppable. You're just taking the ball to the middle of the court, and you're getting fouled. I mean, it's perfect. I believe that was on number 3, Langston Foster.
That's the second foul.
Foul number 3, Langston Foster is second.
Harkin goes to the line looking for his 3rd point of the game.
We haven't seen a lot of free throws on the Malvern side.
We have not. As Harkin misses the first. And Harkin makes the second. 3 points for him so far tonight.
We haven't heard a lot of Friar Nation in the second half. Hopefully.
Yeah, not as energetic as they would usually be. It is 5:30 on a Tuesday.
It is.
So
It's hard to get hyped.
it's been a long day.
7 o'clock on a Friday is much more to, hype yourself up for.
Matt McCarthy kicks it over to Brown on the wing. Shot by Foster. Misses it. McElwain brings it up. Romanchik in transition.
Oh, that's
McElwain
perfect.
3 in
Good
front of the
kick out.
section. Misses it. I think that would have been fired for our nation up. Foster, spin move. Wow, great take.
The EA
Finds a layup
guards.
with his left hand as now it is tied, 32-32.
The EA guards are really just trying to take it to the rim. I mean, it takes a lot of guts.
McElwain up top to Davis on the wing. McElwain gets it back. 2 men there with Andrew Davis. Cooper in the corner. Would have liked a 3 there, but
The offense from Malvern needs to pick up.
doesn't want to shoot it. McElwain finds the mid-range. That's going to be off target.
I don't mind that shot, though, again.
And a foul on the floor against Matt McCarthy. I think he was working against Swastik on that rebound. It's tough not to foul a guy who's 6'11".
It really is. I mean, a guy with that long of arms and that big of like a wingspan, really, it's hard to contain him. It's Matt McCarthy's third. Could really change this game up if he's taken out of the game.
Harkin also subbed out of the game.
And the TikTok star, Bryce Tusheisty's back in the game.
Bryce and I believe it was Reed sub back in the game.
Yes, for
Andrew Davis and Nick Harkin.
Mhm.
Schwastik. Foul
Dennis.
call there. Not much contact. Looks like he was straight up there. Don't know if I agree with that call, but I support it.
At least you're staying consistent. I like the consistency in this half. I mean,
Reed,
that's
pull up.
oh,
misses
Bryce
it.
Perkins.
Bryce Perkins
Wow,
with a great
what a
rebound, puts it
play.
back up.
He is not just a TikTok star. He's also a great
Gets his
basketball
first 2
player.
points of the game.
Needs
Number
a home.
11.
Needs a home.
As he makes the Friars lead 2 points. Minute left to go here in the third. Foster trying to get it. Bets it back to Gage Cunningham in the corner. Swings it around to Dawson Brown with a corner 3. It's going to be off target. Short
box
there.
out.
Great box out by Bryce Perkins. Coach Wright not happy with that shot.
Marvin Reed had tag. He decided not to give it to him. I don't blame him at all.
Fine Schwastik. Coach
Oh.
Wright practically on the floor arguing for a call. Don't know what he was arguing for. Great rebound by Teg McElwain off the miss. Schwastik, 16-footer. Schwastik has a size advantage in the post. Gets
What a
it.
pass.
And I mean, that's
Wow.
automatic. That's going to go in every single time.
That's why you want to recruit a big man.
6'11", Logan Schwastik. He has 4 points tonight, all in the last 3 minutes. And a foul call. Looks like Cooper Manchek a little bit too much contact as he was
Using his body a little too much.
covering Foster up the court. Foster, as I mentioned, is doing a great job bringing the ball up the court. I don't think he's had any turnovers.
Yeah.
Something that you see.
Well, Marvin Reed's not covering him, which I think if Marvin Reed was covering, I feel like someone else would be bringing the ball, which is a great game plan from Coach Wright. Episcopal holding for a last.
10 seconds left to go in the third. Drives in. Gets the foul call. It's going to be on the
No
floor.
shot, yeah.
6 seconds left to go.
I don't want Cooper Romanchik. Second. I don't really see what the ref saw, but he had a different angle than me, so maybe he saw something else.
Oh, he calls it shooting.
Oh, he did call it shooting.
Interesting.
Oh, wait, no, that'd be their 5th foul, I believe.
Oh, correct. Foster makes the first. Malvern up 36-33 as Teg McElwain and Matt McCarthy are subbed out for both teams.
You know, I thought this Episcopal student section was a blackout, but they're not really organized.
Not really embracing the theme. This is the second. Rebound by Romanchik. 5 seconds left to go. Reed brings it up.
Oh, he loses
Loses
it.
the ball. Gets it back.
Oh.
Puts a shot up.
Oh!
I almost thought that was going in. Interesting no foul there. I mean, I thought he got pushed a little bit too much there.
But I think that was just a fight for the ball.
Maybe still a loose ball when the contact happened. As going into the fourth quarter, 36-33 game. Very low scoring. Malvern up 3 points. Fouls will get reset. Both teams have relatively consistent scoring across the board. No big outliers.
Yeah, I mean, the only person who's in double digits is Junior McFadden, and we haven't really seen him in the second half. Only people in foul trouble going into this fourth quarter are Matt McCarthy from Episcopal and Junior McFadden from Malvern. Hopefully, no one gets into foul trouble, just so we have a fair game and no excuses. Leave it out on the court. You know, I fouled out of my CYO region basketball championship game. Never forgave myself for it. I think if I didn't foul out, we would have won. But it's whatever. I've forgotten it.
Don't know about if you guys would have won. Your talent on the basketball court wasn't always the best.
Tell you what, St. Thomas was a great spot, man. Peter and Paul and St. Thomas had a fantastic game at Father Judge in 8th grade. It was a great game.
I do forget who did come out on top, though.
I forget.
I don't.
I believe it was Peter and Paul.
I believe it was.
I believe I also fouled out of that game again, too.
I think you did as well.
God, I got to start with foul trouble. This is good. Hey, great win. My intramurals team, great win today. So the league that Mr. Burke and Mr. Z bring to the school is just fantastic.
Shout out to those guys running the intramurals, intramural football, basketball, and speedball in the spring, which, for those who don't know, is a bit of a mix between handball and
lacrosse.
Lacrosse, I would say.
They use lacrosse net.
They use lacrosse net.
My team made it to the championship last year. Hopefully we run it back. If your nose is so broken, we need a new goalie.
Still not hearing a lot of action from Friar Nation. Had a little bit more to cheer for there.
I don't think I've ever seen them sitting down during a quarter intermission. You really only see that. All of these kids are screenagers. I mean, everyone's on their phone. This is a disgrace.
Yeah, I think TikTok being back is...
It's benefiting and it's hurting people.
Yeah. Has
really,
its pros and cons.
Really only benefiting Bryce Perkins, but you never know. You never know. Again, just a little shout out to Coaches vs. Cancer. I mean, it's a great cause. Please scan the QR code if it's still in the stream. I'm not sure if it is. Together we can crush cancer.
We'll flash it again.
Absolutely. By the end of this, we will absolutely flash it. Hopefully you guys can donate.
Matt McCarthy brings up for EA as the fourth quarter starts. EA going to need to find something late in this game to overcome Malvern's three-point lead. Not too much of a lead, as Timmy Dennis in the corner decides not to shoot the three. Gives it to Foster for the three, and boom, it is in.
That's huge. That's not what Malvern wanted at all.
Tied up, 36-36. Coach Wright loving what he's seeing. As Marvin Reed brings up the ball, finds McFadden, McElwain in the post, gets the foul call. Wow, quick whistles, loose whistles for
Number
the
one,
refs today.
Whitney Foster. First foul.
Shout out to teachers, Mr. Rogai, helping us out here.
Absolutely.
Mr. Wasson also working behind the scenes.
Shout out to every teacher.
Every teacher in Malvern. Peg McElwain too far with this three-point shot. Rebound by Marvin Reed.
Smallest kill in the court.
For.
Smallest kill in the court, he gets the rebound. I mean, that's great.
Finds Schwastik. Doesn't find him. I thought he was going to give it to him. He had the size advantage in the post
I believe
there.
Gage Cunningham came down and just scared away Marvin.
Junior McFadden puts it up again. That's going to be his 12th point of the game.
He's playing great so far.
He is. He's had a lot. He's a good amount of blocks, great amount of rebounds. 38-36 for Malvern. As Episcopal has the ball, Timmy Dennis in the post, stagnant. Doesn't move. Can't get the touch off the back of the rim.
This is what's called battle of the big man. I mean, they're just taking it at each other. This is great to watch.
Malvern with the size advantage, having Schwastik and McFadden at the same time.
Schwastik can shoot. You got to guard him out there.
Schwastik in the post has the size advantage against Gage Cunningham, working against him. Doesn't get the touch, and it's going to stay Malvern ball.
Coach Paul's really liking these big men and the offense that they can bring.
I mean, they had the size advantage.
Absolutely.
I would keep.
You can't guard it.
Keep going there.
You can't guard it. You can really hope to contain it.
Harkin in the corner pops a three.
Wow,
boom.
Good shot.
Harkin,
6th point.
Hasn't
done the most offense, but a very solid player.
Got a little bit in foul trouble early. Sidelined him for a lot of this game, but huge three there for Malvern as
when Nick
they push the lead 41-36.
Wow.
Gets a pickpocket, but it goes back to Dawson Brown in the corner, covered by Marvin Reed.
It's been a good quarter from Malvern so far, except for the three from Episcopal. So.
Dennis has it in the corner. Got 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. And he lowers his head.
And a charge!
That's going to be an offensive foul.
Malvern is fired up right now. That's what they needed.
Episcopal coaching staff looking for a flop call there. Don't get it.
To me, Dennis is third. That could be huge.
Definitely lowered his head. That kind of gave me flashbacks of me breaking my nose a couple days ago. Similar type
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. In a good way. In a good way.
In a good way. Marvin Reed. Malvern up by 5 points as they bring up the ball. Schlichtig again, big man getting a lot of time. Harkin down low. Rebound by Schlichtig, and he puts it back in. Little roll off the front of the rim as it goes in. Malvern lead 43-36.
That's perfect. I mean, Nick Harkin misses the layup, and Schlichtig goes right to it and puts it right back up. That's perfect.
McCarthy makes a
What
great
a move.
fake and doesn't get the touch.
Oh, he gets it back.
Oh, I don't know about that call by the referee. Thought Marvin Reed did not establish himself in bounds yet, but he goes to the court.
I don't think
Couldn't
he
even
did at
finish
all.
my sentence. He was already putting the ball up.
Timeout by, I believe, full timeout.
Coach Wright not happy with the ref's missed call there.
I kind of agree with that.
Definitely agree with him. Similar play earlier. Kind of gave us the Kevin Durant
Yeah.
flashbacks there.
Not as bad because Kevin Durant was out of bounds, but I definitely see your comparison. By the way, that was Langston Foster's third foul. They're really starting to get in foul trouble. This isn't good. But, yeah, I don't really know. I understand Coach Wright's frustration.
I think Marvin Reed was in the air when he touched that ball, but
I don't think it matters.
I think his foot was... No, correct. I think he was in the air. He just hadn't established himself in
No.
bounds
I
yet.
don't think I believe if you're out of bounds and you go back in bounds, someone else has to touch the ball before you touch it.
Oh, correct.
I believe that's the rule, but I'm not.
I don't know if that's the rule. That might be in football. But
well, in football, you can't touch it no matter what if you're out of bounds.
if someone else touches it first, you can touch it.
I guess.
Showing why you are still not the football player.
I'm not. I mean, third-string freshman quarterback, definitely not my cup of tea.
But we got a 7-point game here in O'Neill Center, 43-36 for Malvern. 5 minutes left to go in the game.
Now, to credit myself, freshman football, we played O'Hara. I did lead to a 40-yard touchdown by Matt Connolly, running back. Great job by him. And then he did a TikTok dance to the end zone, which we did have to do conditioning for that, so maybe not.
Marvin Reed shooting his 2 free throws. Looking to push the lead to 9.
That would be huge. I mean, the difference from 7 to 9, it might seem small. It's absolutely huge.
Kind of forces EA to score next possession if they push it to 9.
Marvin Reed's 10th point.
Makes the first. As I mentioned, great free throw shooter on the year, shooting around 90%, just under it.
Let's not jinx him, hopefully.
He's been the bright light on the stripe for the Friars.
I mean, in the Sally's game, they were up, I believe, 6 or 7, and then he had 4 technical free throws, made all of them, game was over. That simple.
Makes both.
Pushed into 11
I don't know
points.
what that situation was. Sally's coach.
Yeah, let's not bring that up.
Bit of a rough time, but Episcopal bringing up the ball. Gonna need to do something soon. Don't want to force anything, but definitely want to pick it up on offense. As Marvin Reed almost gets a steal.
Oh! You called it on him. I'm a little confused with what the call is.
No, they called offensive foul.
They did. Good. All right. I was a little scared there.
Now that
Troy Murphy does not like that. I mean, someone keep him off the court, please. Keep him off the court.
don't want to get a technical foul from the student section. A lot of
He was not
contact
happy.
with Reed. Hits him in the head with an elbow. That's just a tough play, man.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously did not do it on purpose. Just a physical, good, hard-nosed play. And a great job by Marvin Reed, taking the blow, not wanting to fight, and just getting right back up. A great job.
Yeah.
Malvern can really open up the game here if they score.
Yeah, could push this lead to double digits, especially with 4 minutes, 5 minutes left to go in the game.
In a low-scoring game like this, could be huge.
10 points is a lot more than you think.
And that,
Reed with
that
a
could be a
three.
start.
Misses it. A little bit of a forced shot there.
I don't know what, I mean, we don't need that shot. I mean, we're winning. We don't need to hurry up like that, you know?
EA in transition. Foster almost gets the N1, but he'll go to the line. Foul on number
It was Teg McErlane, number 13.
13 there.
Yep, his second foul. I really like how Teg hasn't gone to foul trouble because that really helps Malvern.
Definitely does. He leads the team in fouls this year.
Just by gritty play.
True.
Langston Foster with his 12th point. He's playing really. I mean, Malvern has done a great job containing Matt McCarthy, but Langston Foster is having a sneakily good game, which kind of reminds me of Jamal Hicks during the Penn Charter game. 13 now for Langston.
As he makes both, cuts the lead to 7 points.
He has a home, Kenyon College. A great spot, actually.
Trying to slow the game down, Malvern is. trying to drain out that 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. It's going to be a close game, really, no matter what. As we mentioned, Interact games hard to pull away. And a foul there.
Gage Cunningham, his second. Excuse me. Oh wait, no, that's Tate McElwain 13 on the scoreboard. I believe that is Gage's third. I mean, there are a lot of Episcopal players getting into foul trouble. The following people have 3 fouls. You have Matt McCarthy, Langston Foster, Timmy Dennis, and Gage Cunningham. And Dawson Brown has 2 fouls, so this could really make a difference deep into the game.
As McFadden makes the first.
That's a perfect free throw. I mean, that barely even touched the net. You know, Junior McFadden, he's a great kid. I really like him.
Yes.
He works at an airport, or he works on planes for NASA. I mean, he's a genius.
Wow, smart kid there.
The genes, 6'10", and you're a genius. I mean, if I'm his parents, if I'm his mom, I'm very proud.
1 for 2 from the line. Timmy Dennis back down the other side of the floor. Comes up short on the 3. EA gonna get the rebound there as 3-on-1 against McFadden. He is a rim protector. Forces the ball outside. McCarthy kicks it into the corner. Foster. Bang. Wow, they needed it, and he gets it.
Wow.
Malvern lead cut to 5 points off the Foster 3.
Langston Foster now the leading scorer in the game with 16 points. He's played great.
6'4" senior making an impact today.
Malvern does a great job containing the team's best players, but oh no, that's McCarthy's 4th.
Third, I believe.
Third. My handwriting is not too good. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully when. Oh, so yeah, this is 4th.
Correct. His 4th foul of the game.
It's all right.
Wow.
That is huge.
That is.
I mean, he hasn't made that big of an effect with Langston Foster playing this well. But now, do you think if Matt McCarthy goes out, I believe Malvern will start to single in on Langston Foster and maybe force someone else to win the game.
Harkin, 68% free throw shooter on the year, makes the first. 47 to 41. And he makes both of them.
9 points now for Nick Harkin.
Has had a pretty good second half so far.
Malvern has played a really solid second half. The scoreboard doesn't really show, but EA has played very well too. This has been a great second half of basketball.
McCarthy trying to find something. Kicks out to Dennis. He drives in.
Wow, what a move.
Likes that triple move down low, and he gets it. It's an N1. Wow. EA converting on offense. Just need to get a few more stops down the stretch. Maybe they could make this a little bit closer of a game than it already is.
Andrew Davis is his 3rd foul, unfortunately. You know, when you want to foul someone like that, you got to make sure they can't put it back up because
definitely don't
not a start.
Yeah, don't want to let the
Coach Paul called the timeout.
Yeah, just need a reset there. 3 minutes left to go.
3 minutes left. Excuse me.
Malvern up by 5. Dennis looking to make it a 4-point lead.
I believe it'd be a 3-point if he made both of them.
He made the first.
Oh, he did?
I believe
I zoned out then. I apologize.
I believe it was an N1.
Oh, it wasn't N1. Excuse
Correct.
me. I apologize.
Correct.
That's why I made the point. Goodness gracious.
Shout out to Father Riggs. I see him standing up.
Shout out to I haven't seen Augie in a while. I wonder where he is. You know, I got a feeling. I think PJ Holmes was under there. Maybe Kate Cooper. I saw Kate Cooper. No, Kate Cooper got put on a class today to talk to a college coach. Very, very happy for him.
Kate Cooper, football wide receiver from
Malvern. He was a basketball phenom. Unfortunately, decided to focus on football, which I fully support him. St. Thomas alum. Well, not alum. He played for us. He didn't go there. Very solid kid.
CYO alum.
CYO alum.
There you go.
ECD. No, it wasn't. No, ECD. What was it? When you need to come in after school to be able to participate in CYO. Can't think of the word.
ECD.
All right.
I believe so. CCD.
CCD. Yep, there we go.
As Dennis trying to get his N1 free throw. He's had a lot of free throws this game as he makes it. Malvern up by 4. 3 minutes left to go.
This will cut the lead down.
This could get intense, folks.
This could. This is classic Tuesday afternoon Interact basketball.
A perfect possession here would be drain the entire shot clock from Malvern and get a 2-point bucket. Well, they did none of that.
Can't finish.
Shot early in the shot clock and they miss it.
EA has
barely
a chance.
any time off the clock.
EA has a chance to really cut this lead.
Marvin Reed now covering the guy bringing up the ball. Could see some late game steals. He has 0 fouls.
He has 1 foul.
1 foul, so not any foul trouble. So he can get a little bit physical. Malvern only 2 fouls
Oh,
this
no,
quarter.
that's Foster.
Almost gets the 3.
That scared me.
Great rebound by McFadden.
Now,
Malvern already in the bonus this quarter.
This is when you want to drain the shot clock in a way. I mean, you obviously don't want to wait till 5 seconds every time you shoot because it's still a close game, but you don't want to shoot it right away.
Yeah. Just trying to drain out the clock, not really doing any offense, really. 12 seconds left to go on the shot clock.
Now, this is when you want to, this is when you want to go. This is when you want to go.
Want to start that offense around 9, 10
And now
seconds.
you'll be forcing up a shot, unfortunately.
And
it's fouled. That helps
That's
him
going to reset
out.
the shot clock to 14.
That helps him out a lot. Number 21, Dawson Brown.
Resets it to 30. This is not the NBA, correct?
It's all right. Dawson Brown's third.
Oh, he'll be shooting.
Yeah, he will be shooting. It is the bonus.
That's the 6th foul of the quarter.
I believe that's why we reset to 30. I believe it's 14. I think
believe
it's the universal rule.
And off the front of the iron.
Still winning.
Puts it in.
All that matters is winning.
And Coach Wright calls his...
I believe he is. I don't really know. I wish we had a counter.
I believe he has 2 timeouts left this game. For this half.
Now, hopefully, the good thing about college basketball and the NBA is the last 2 minutes of the game don't take 45 minutes. So hopefully hopefully we can get out of here before 8 o'clock because I have math homework to do. Again, I wouldn't mind overtime because, I mean, interact overtime, gritty basketball.
Electric.
Wouldn't mind it, especially with the 2 student sections. Episcopal, not the biggest crowd, but they still made it out.
Got around 30 kids.
Yeah.
30 kids. Not
Now,
bad.
Penn Charter, they had about 20 kids, but they made an effect. They were really loud. So
None
credit to them.
of the teams really making an effect here with their student section so far tonight.
Unfortunately. I mean, with Interact basketball, low scoring, it's kind of hard to get hyped up unless you have a dunk, which hasn't happened tonight.
Marvin Reed at the line. Shooting his second
It's
free
an
throw.
uncharacteristic miss. He's
Misses
usually not the person you want to foul at the end of the game.
Malvern up by 5. EA in transition. 2 minutes left to go in the game. Foster, seen the ball a lot.
Yeah, he's played fantastic.
Yeah, seen the ball a lot in his hands so far tonight. Matt McCarthy gets it on the wing. Back to Foster in the post, bringing up McFadden. This is going to be tough for him to get a shot out without it getting blocked.
Wow, what a
Wow.
wow! I mean,
A lot of arc on that shot.
when you're hot, I mean, just give the ball. He's the hot hand. Give him the ball.
1
That's
minute
huge.
left. 1 minute 30 seconds left to go in the game. Malvern up 3 points. This is a
But you're
pretty big
champ.
possession for
You're-
both teams. Need to stop for EA. Need a score for Malvern, and to drain the clock.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, they want to wait around, and I'd say in about 3 seconds, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Hurry up, you know. Don't force a 3.
And that's what they're going to start to do. 8 seconds left to go. Macklin comes around the pick
5
with Davis,
seconds.
and
A
a 3.
Oh, that's not what you wanted
Not-
at all. But the rebound,
A rebound by Harkin. Oh,
he launches it out of bounds, and the call
and
is
they call it travel.
call travel. Not
Romantic not liking that call.
what Malvern wanted at all. I mean, they drained the clock a little bit, but the shot they got up. I mean, this game could be tied.
Harkin tried to
this
stay
is
in
good.
bounds. I think he did, but
Unfortunate.
unfortunately they traveled. Didn't see the call. Don't know if I agree with it yet. Gonna have to watch that back as Matt McCarthy brings up the ball. 1
This
minute
game-
left to go in the game.
This game's really down the wire.
It is. As Matt McCarthy drives in against
Oh,
Davis,
he
and
gets
a
tripped
trip
up by
and a
Junior
foul.
McFadden.
Foul. A lot of
Oh,
contact
no.
there. Hopefully he's okay. Gets up.
I think he's all right. Oh,
I think just took a hard fall
yeah.
there. Tripped by Junior McFadden there.
Oh,
Unintentionally.
and that's McFadden's 4th. That could be a really big game changer. Hopefully, if needed, Logan Schwasser can come in the game and help out.
Yeah, McCarthy trying to settle himself. These are some huge free throws.
Now, I don't want to point out any secrets, but Langston Foster just pointed to Timmy Dennis for an oop. I'm not sure if that is going to lead to anything later in the game, but if Episcopal wins on an oop, I called it.
You
Tell
did.
that much.
Hopefully that does not happen, but not in the act of shooting. Made the mistake there. He had to inbound the ball.
Under a minute left.
Gets him
And
McCarthy
for
in the
tie.
corner.
He misses
Short.
it, but he gets the
Gets
rebound.
the rebound. Back up.
Oh,
Great
down by 1.
finish by Dawson Brown.
All right, now
Malvern
this
up by 1. 50
Malvern's going to
seconds
need this.
left to go in the
Malvern's
game.
going to need this. Malvern's going to need this, or EA's going to have a chance to win the game.
Marvin Reed brings up the ball. 44 seconds left to go.
This
23
is electric.
seconds left to go on the shot clock. Both student sections trying to get into it, and a pretty smart call by Coach Romanchik. Timeout there, trying to settle the team down before the biggest possession of the game so far.
That just hurts. I mean, you force a good shot in the corner. It wasn't a great shot if you would have made it. And now the Malvern student
Here it
section's making an
comes.
effect. I mean, you force a great shot in the corner. He misses it. You get the rebound. You have a great chance to win the game. But you give up the offensive rebound, another second chance point. And Malvern's up by 1.
Now, Malvern is in the bonus, so any foul by EA will send them to the line.
20 seconds on the shot clock. That could be a really, really big factor.
If you're a Malvern coach, how you playing this?
I don't know. I don't. I'm saying because you're up by 1, you don't want to drain the shot clock, then force a bad shot. But at the same time, you don't want to take a shot with 15 seconds left on the shot clock.
I'm gonna keep the ball in Marvin Reed's hands, maybe tag McErlane's, and I'll probably start with about 10 seconds left to go and just go to settle offense.
No outside shots unless you need it.
You don't want to picture this as, oh, we can get the shot clock down to 3 seconds, just force a shot. They need a score here.
They need a score here
because unless they get a rebound and a shot clock reset, EA is gonna have another chance at this.
And they're gonna have a chance to win the game.
So
you need a 2 at least.
Malvern sends out their starters. Nick Harkin, Marvin Reed, Junior McFadden.
Now this team,
Andrew Davis and Tag McErlane.
This team is built for the end of the game. I mean, players like Tag Mac and Junior McFadden and Andrew Davis are really experienced, and so is Marvin Reed and Nick Harkin. Marvin Reed and Nick Harkin both started their freshman year, so they're used to this stuff.
I'm assuming Marvin Reed's going to come up from a pick with Junior McFadden here.
I would hope Junior McFadden doesn't take the ball, but you never know. You never know. Yeah, he does. He does.
And they give it to Marvin Reed as far back as
you can.
And he brings the ball up. 16 seconds left to go. 35 seconds left to go in the game.
Nick Harkin takes it.
Drives. And a little bit of
Andrew Davis.
Shot. Andrew Davis.
Wow.
And a layup,
His 2 first points, and what a big 2 points from Andrew Davis.
And the shot clock has been turned off. 22 seconds left to go in the game. Foster brings it over the midline. Covered by Nick Harkin.
And Coach Wright's going to let him play. Now he's going to close him out.
Gets the ball.
Step back. It's no
good.
And Andrew Davis.
And gets the
Andrew Davis. I mean, wow.
What was McCarthy doing? They needed a 3-point shot anyway.
No, I mean,
take the 2-pointer if you have a layup, but not a step back
mid-range like that. I mean, he wasn't entirely open. But I'll tell you what, Andrew Davis.
Wow.
I mean, he was 0 points, 3 fouls. Okay, maybe not a great game. But then at the end of the game, he gets an offensive rebound, he gets the putback, and he gets another defensive rebound, and he gets fouled.
Wow.
I mean, that's
amazing sequence there for Andrew Davis. Hopefully he can make this free throw to push the lead to 4.
That's huge. That is huge.
He has not taken too many free throws.
He hasn't.
So far this season, 40%, but he's only taken 17, so hasn't seen himself here much. And he makes both.
Wow. That's called experience right there. He did not let the moment get to him.
Malvern Senior.
Wow.
Puts both free throws in.
What a huge play. What a huge play from him. I mean, as the student section pays homage to Andrew Davis. I mean,
give him the Andrew Davis chant.
Most of his effect is on the defensive side, which is why you have him on the court. And then at the end of the game, I mean, he might have just won the game for Malvern. I mean, I was scared, to be honest, that EA was going to get a chance to win and everything, which they almost did, which they still could have, by the way. I mean, just wow. What a play. What a sequence for Andrew Davis.
They're going to have to move the ball up quickly in transition, maybe get a quick 2, quick 3, and quickly foul, maybe even get a turnover off the inbound.
Yeah, with the Matt McCarthy shot, I mean, mid-range, like Tommy said, if you're going to get a layup, absolutely do that because Malvern is in the bonus, so they'll be shooting free throws, and you can just force them to the free throw line, hope they miss one, get to a 2-point game. But a mid-range shot with the shot clock still at about 15 seconds, now you're looking for. But hey, if that went in, different shot.
True.
Which he's a fantastic player. I don't put any
shame on him.
Shame on him at all. I mean, again, you don't know what the players are thinking right now. This is one of the biggest games of the year. It's the must-win. So
definitely thought the ball was going to be in his hands down the stretch.
Yeah, 100%. Him and Langston Foster. I fully expect them to take the ball here.
Don't know if he had the best shot selection though.
As Winton Foster comes into the game, the freshman for Episcopal.
Number 1. I don't think I've seen him all game.
I think he was in for one play foul. I think I take it out of the game. So
maybe he's a shooter that EA needs. A little bit cold. Yeah, he's a great shooter. I don't know what they expect him to do.
Oh, wow, what a play by Marvin Reed, forcing him to the outside and stop the
6 seconds left to go in the game. Gonna have to put a shot up soon.
They need that.
And he banks it in. Timeout by Coach Wright.
And he banks it in with 2 seconds left.
Probably going to add a few more time on the clock.
Nah, they could.
As Malvern leads by 2. What an amazing shot by Dawson Brown there. Banks in the 3-point shot.
Now, if I'm Malvern, do you think if you're Malvern, are you just going to launch it down the court and pray that Junior McFadden catches it, or are you going to pass it in the backcourt and hope that it doesn't get stolen?
I think they'll do that. Maybe that Tag McErlane deep throw ball.
Yeah, that was a fantastic play that they have for game.
They've done that a few games now this year where they have Andrew Davis pass the ball and they send Tag McErlane in a way, a go route. In a way, it's football. Andrew Davis going back to his CYO days of St. Agnes quarterback.
He was a great quarterback, by the way.
He was a great quarterback. And they just really let Tech Mac
the EA student section, and some of the EA student sections leaving. They've given up. They've given up.
The Episcopal student section is starting to linger out.
They've given up, unfortunately. You know, I'd rather. It'll probably hurt more, but I'd rather lose on an 80-foot half-court shot than a turnover in the backcourt and they get a 3. I'd rather lose on that because at that point it's just, hey, we did what we could. I mean, we did what we could. So let's see what Coach Paul read up here. I'm very confident in what he's going to do.
I think that we'll see this Tech Macaroni deep ball. Andrew Davis coming to pass the ball.
Yep, absolutely.
It is the same setup that they'll do. Let's see who's going to
cover
him.
They have all the guards. So I mean, if you get
Junior Torrey Cooper to cover Tech Macaroni on this deep ball.
If I'm Junior McFadden, all right, now Tech has
Wynn Foster on the 9th grader. I think we'll definitely see this jump ball.
Yeah.
If not, we'll see Marvin Reed coming around.
Let's see what he's going to do. Yep, and he's going to launch it.
Oh,
Marvin Reed. Oh my God.
And
Malvern wins the game. And Malvern wins the game. Wow.
Bit of an anticlimactic ending there. Loose
ball. That could have been bad.
EA could have
been really bad.
Could have picked it up, maybe gotten a quick shot, but Coach Wright not happy with how Episcopal ended that game.
So let's see. Do you think we get an interview with one of the players really quickly?
If we can.
Who should we get? I mean, a lot of players. You want to get Junior McFadden? Junior, you want to come here? Junior. I guess he ignored me. Nick. All right. Never mind. We're not going to get anyone. Wow.
No one looking for a post.
I really thought I knew this program. Now I'm done. We're done. We're done forever.
Yeah, really a complete game by
Malvern. I mean, they're locked in.
Rough first quarter. They end up with pretty solid second, third, fourth quarter as they come out on top 53-51, winning by 2 points. And, I mean, it's the Interact. You're going to see close games like that, and we're back here. You're going to see close games like that all year round. Malvern going to be 4-2 in the Interact. Episcopal 1-5. So
Malvern really to save their season. In Episcopal, they're going to have to play the spoiler now.
They are. They're going to be that team that maybe gets an upset.
A great second half for Malvern. Really a good final 3 quarters of the game for Malvern. They played great, really in the second and fourth quarter. Third quarter, they let it up a little, but the score doesn't show that. I mean, credit to Andrew Davis. I mean, for the first 3 quarters, he was making his impact mostly on the defensive side, which I don't blame him at all. And I mean, his last 2 offensive possessions.
Really, I mean, he just had a great last few sequences, pushes the Malvern lead up to 5, and they didn't look back from there.
Great game by them. Great game.
Fire Nation starting to trickle down, having a great game so far.
Yeah, that was electric. Electric from them.
Go Friars, baby, go Friars.
And that's
Adrian Pelletado do commit. Logan Kennedy need to home.
And
Logan Kennedy, actually, he's the person who broke Tommy's nose. So
He gave me concussion.
And yeah, that's going to be it tonight for our presentation.
Thank you for tuning in.
Prep basketball.
Hopefully, we can go to the Haverford game. My SATs, they can wait. So thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you
for checking in. We'll see you next time.